Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I have a fun show in store for you today. I have artist extraordinary Lily Morris in the studio with me today. We'll talk with her in a little bit. And I have Mark Herbert of Herbert Homes and so much more here with us today as well. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. If you saw the opening there, you saw me at the Bordeaux Event Center, and that was built and designed and owned by Mark Herbert. That's one of the many things that he does. Out there in Thompson, he has the Bordeaux, the Villages at Bordeaux. He has the Bordeaux Event Center. You have the Bordeaux Steak and Seafood. You have Emma's Restaurant. And now you're building in Washington, the Washington Commons.
Exactly.
How do you keep on top of everything?
I'm trying to retire, actually.
Doesn't sound like it. I love it. So you have great testimonials and reviews for your building. You've been building for many years. We've talked about this before. How many years are you in?
I built my first house in 1978 and incorporated Herbert Homes in 1984.
Wow.
So I've been incorporated for 41 years. Wow.
You've seen a lot of trends come and go, and the market's growing and receding and all of that. You've gone through a lot.
A lot.
Yes. Well, thank goodness everything's been back in shape and all of that. You have a variety of homes that you're building there in the Washington Commons. Tell us about some of the floor plans that you have.
Well, we have something very unique. We have some one-bedroom, one-bathroom townhomes that are designed for workforce or single people, a married couple. Then we have this two-story. It's got 2 bedrooms upstairs and all the common areas down. It's 2.5 baths. Then we have another one that we're doing that's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths with a single-car garage. And that one's going to be really neat. But another thing that we're doing in there is we have 22 single-family detached homes that are on 65-foot wide lots, and those start off at $230,000 to $260,000.
Wow, what great pricing! What great value!
They are.
That's amazing. So you have a perfect blend of comfort and convenience.
Well, and let me tell you, on the one bedroom, I didn't mention this. The price on those start at $139,900.
Wow, just amazing.
Cheaper than rent.
That is great. And considering, people are still complaining about the mortgage rates, this sure takes the sting off of that because they're buying in at a lesser price than they are elsewhere.
Exactly.
That's really, really great. Your attention to detail always. So what are some of the features in the home that are standard?
Well, we always build them energy efficient. We have a very low HERS rating, which stands for Home Energy Rating System numbers on them. We use a lot of LVT flooring. We use upgraded carpets. We put granite in the kitchen and the bathroom. Nice light fixtures, ceiling fans. We use all Sherwin & Williams paints. It's a very nice quality house.
That is quality.
And Michael, quality's not cheap, but it can be affordable.
I like that. That is your tagline, and I like that. Yeah, that's really great. One thing I love about what you do, Mark, what you've done at the Villages at Bordeaux, and now you're doing at the Washington Commons, is you're building a community, which
Correct.
is really, really great. That's so important. When we had COVID, when we had the hurricane come through here, the one thing we could count on, everybody, the only thing some of us could count on was our community, our neighborhoods that we live in, helping the neighbors as we needed things.
Even at Bordeaux Steak and Seafood, when the hurricane hit, we had all the foods with generators on it, so my people was actually cooking meals and giving them out to the workers, and so rather than letting something lay there and go to waste, we put it all to good work. So my staff came up with that idea and went ahead and implemented it, which was a great thing.
That's awesome. Well, you are so involved with the community. I was telling you before the show, every time we have a charitable organization or a fundraiser, we have somebody here, a spokesperson for that. We always mention Mark Herbert because you and your wife Joanne give to so many organizations in town. And it's so important for people to understand that it sometimes takes a village, but sometimes it's an important person like yourself that gives so much. So when you're supporting everything that Mark does, you're supporting so many things in the community because you can't do all of this without the support that you get from everybody.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, I love to. Your name is on, we talked about this before the show, your name is on so many plaques on walls of rooms and things you've donated. One of the fundraisers that I'm raising funds for via Cognitive Health with my stage show, you have donated a lot of money and your name's on their wall there. So you're everywhere, and we appreciate everything that you do. You have a play area for kids in this space. One thing about Washington Commons is the location. It is located in the heart of Washington, Georgia. Let's show some pictures of Washington, Georgia. What are we seeing there, Mark?
That's the town square with the fountain in it.
Yeah, it's so charming. So you're just minutes away from all of this, from this charming town. Look at it at nighttime. How beautiful is that? From the local shops and restaurants to the historic landmarks and museums. There's always something to see and do in Washington, Georgia. Look at that at Christmas time. And what that reminds me of is that you play Santa a lot at Christmas, and you may be doing that here in Washington as well. So just such a charming town. In addition to the local attraction, Washington Commons is also located near some of the best schools, which is very important for families. You know, they've got to get great education. And then it's also near major highways and interstates. So it's easy to get to Augusta, or you said also maybe to Clemson or Atlanta and all of that.
You can, and you're very close to Athens also.
Yes, awesome. Whether you're a busy professional looking for a low-maintenance home that offers easy access to the city, or a growing family in search of a community that's safe, and that's very important these days, as we know, Washington Commons is the perfect choice. And of course, you're building quality, so people are getting a unique product that's going to last. You know?
They are, no doubt.
That's awesome. People can come and see. You have a model out there, a model home. People can come take a look.
We're finishing the model up right now. We're about to put the furniture in it, so it'll be ready soon. Awesome.
Well, very good. Well, you have to check out everything that Mark Herbert does. Check out Bordeaux Steak and Seafood, exit 172. It's then right across the highway. You need to have dinner there. Have dinner at Emma's, downtown Thompson as well. But support this guy. He supports so much in Augusta. We'll be right back with my friend Lily Morris.
I'm Mark Herbert with Herbert Homes. Today we're in beautiful Thompson, Georgia, in a neighborhood called Bordeaux. Most of the homes in this neighborhood here are well below $200,000. If you're thinking about getting a new home, if you're downsizing, or if you're just starting off in life and want something nice, we're one of the original 210 warranty builders in the Augusta area. We're VA, FHA, USDA certified also. So please come on out to Bordeaux. I'll see you out here in the neighborhood. Thank you.
Come on, let's make this blue one shine all day. Let's make this world with everything you say. It's so easy and so wonderful to feel this way. To feel this way.
The ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. It's football season and time to get your home game day ready. We want you to score big with our game-changing deals with durable hardwood, cozy carpets, wallpaper, and the best lighting in town. We can make your home special, so get in the game with our unbeatable discounts. Visit us today and kick off making your home the best with Hardwood Floors and More.
Hardwood Floors and More. So much more in store for you.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Welcome back. I have my fabulous friend Lily Morris here with me. Thanks again for being here, Lily.
Thank you for having me.
You were in the old format of the show when we were in a smaller studio and all. I feel like I've kind of came up from the kiddie table to the big people's table.
Definitely graduated you up.
Yeah, it's a great experience, right? Yes.
Beautiful.
Well, you have taken a trip, and you are normally inspired by trips that you take to, do your artwork.
Right.
Tell us about your trip.
Well, I had a wonderful opportunity back in June of this year. I was in Ireland for the whole month of June. I've had several art residencies in Ireland, about 7 or 8. This may have been the 8th time that I've spent time over there dedicated to painting. My original intent had been to paint abstractly, totally abstractly, just non-objective, expressionistic painting. But the landscape took over. I was in the little town of Listowel in the north part of County Kerry, but I traveled around. Some of the inspiration for these landscapes came from a trek that I took with a friend up to Donegal.
Yeah, let's show some pictures here while you're talking about your trip.
I mean, every bend in the road you go around, there is a vista that is just awe-inspiring. And this is about the 25th time I've been to Ireland, so it's a place that really resonates with me. And many people paint wonderful, realistic, pastoral scenes of the Irish landscape, but for me, I have always felt like the best way I can honor the way the landscape impacts me is to do the landscape in a more abstract manner that sort of evokes the spirit of the land. There is so much history, interesting history in Ireland. There's mythology.
That's one of your paintings there.
Yes.
Now, yes.
Yep. That one is called Fairshing, which means wide or spacious in Irish Gaelic. Anyway, I just find that to render the landscape in more textural, energetic, gestural forms that I can come across saying what I want to say about the Irish landscape.
Yes, we talked about this earlier, and we love, somebody will take a landscape or a still life or something, and they have great talent in replicating what they see, and that's great.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
fabulous.
There's a place for that. But you actually take an image that you're viewing with your own eyes, and you're understanding your feelings and your emotions and the energy that you feel from that space,
Exactly.
and you are incorporating that into your artwork, and it shows.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I feel like I can say more in this method of painting than I can in rendering things realistically or trying to do something that's totally representational.
Right, and the texture on some of these is just amazing. It makes you want to touch, but of course I would never. But it's just, there's a depth of color and the texture, lighting, your light values are amazing. That always appeals to me.
Thank you.
I have a couple of your abstracts in my home. I have a rather larger one, and then I have a smaller one. That larger one was a key piece in one of your exhibits that you had.
And it was also an abstract approach to the Irish landscape that incorporated some of the old Ogham script, which is the ancient form of writing that they had. So it incorporated the patchwork feels and some of the writing, but in a very highly abstracted way.
Yes, you really immerse yourself in your trips. Are there certain have you made friends in Ireland?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I have. I'm also interested in Irish music. I play the fiddle.
Okay, yes.
And I have several friends over there that are musicians that take me under their wing and make sure that I have wonderful music experiences while I'm there. And then Olive Stack, who is the artist. I've known Olive for ever since my first trip there in 2000. She has a wonderful gallery in the town of Listowel, and she started this residency program 10 years ago. In fact, she celebrated her 10th anniversary in August, but it was so close to my trip in June, there was no way I could go back. But she had a gathering of artists that have enjoyed this residency, and I want to say that she has hosted somewhere in the neighborhood of 176 artists, not just from the United States, but around the world.
Wow, that's amazing.
In fact, the artist that shared the residency with me, she was from Australia, Sydney, Australia.
So you're really
Yeah.
just getting to meet some really fun people.
It is. It's been a real life-affirming experience.
Yes. I'm not sure if we've shown the pictures yet of some of the towns that you visited while you were there. Yeah, there we look at some of these.
And this was going to be my original business of artwork while I was over there. The town of Listowel is so colorful. The storefronts are vividly painted and decorated, lots of plaster work, and these small abstracts that are here on the table were inspired by the colors of the town. But as I said, the landscape took over, and it occupied the remainder of my visit and has continued to do so since I've been home.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look at that abstract there.
Yeah, that was one inspired by the colors of the storefronts in Listowel.
Wow, fantastic. So that spoke to you, and
yeah.
there it is.
I love that little town. It's my Irish hometown.
I love it. Well, I'm looking at these landscapes, and the colors are great. You know, as we add art into decor, I talk about this a lot. Sometimes it's the theme of the art that can make it work in your setting. Sometimes it's the color.
Right.
You know, and
exactly.
For me, it's kind of both, because I know your art tells a story, and your colors do speak to me, you know, and how I decorate my home.
Yeah, well, if I have to be honest, I know they say that your art doesn't have to match the sofa, but in my home, it's a little of both. I mean, it meets my artistic sensibilities, but I want it to accentuate my decor as well.
Well, the next time we have you on the show, maybe I should do a visit at your house first,
Maybe.
and I'd love to see
Yeah,
how
you're
you live
more
with
than
your
welcome.
artwork.
You're more than
yes, and then
welcome.
I'll share some pictures of how your artwork exists in my world.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's always fun. Well, Lily, thank you always for being here.
Well, thank you for
love your
inviting me.
travel journey, and just love that you share all of this in your heart and your energy with us.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Stay tuned. I have a craft segment coming up next.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
Remember when a handshake meant something? At F&M Bank, it still does. Here, you're greeted with a smile, called by name, and treated like family. We believe in people over profits, and we're proud to grow with Washington and Augusta, Georgia, and all the communities we call home. F&M Bank, hometown banking, timeless service.
Welcome to Dink Pickleball on Fears Ferry Road. Stop by our pro shop for exclusive paddles, gear, and apparel that keeps you looking sharp. With 9 state-of-the-art courts, there's always room for your next rally. Our private event space makes every celebration unforgettable. Refuel with chef-curated food, cool off with ice-cold drinks, and catch the action from our loft's perfect view. New to pickleball? Learn from the best with classes taught by our pickleball pros. No membership required.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
Corner, brought to you by our friends at Nailed It DIY. Well, I have a fun craft today, and I need to get rid of some of this. I'm probably going to make a mess all over the place, but this is something really fun. I love adding dimensional art into any space, and this is so transitional. It can work in a traditional setting, it can work in a contemporary setting, but let's have some fun. Let's take a canvas, and I have just a brand new canvas, and actually this has a couple holes in it. It's a little damaged, so it's not something I want to paint on, but for this project, it's perfect. Maybe you have an old canvas of something that was painted you don't like anymore. You could cover that. So I'm taking some fabric because we're going to make this dimensional. And this fabric that I'm using here, I don't know if you can see, it has a little sheen to it. If you take a look, so I'm hoping with the process I'm doing, some of that sheen will still come through. So let me cut that, get rid of this bolt. So what I want to do, and this is where it gets messy, I'm going to be covering this canvas with the fabric. And I'm going to, as the broom lady would say, I'm going to scrunch it up. I'm going to create a lot of texture. So I don't want any more than I really need, because you're going to see what I'm doing. I'm going to take some wallpaper paste and I'm going to add it into a bucket. Okay, I've got the piece that I need. Let me put my gloves on, because again, this can get a little messy. And I've made some the other night that have dried, and I'll show you the end result in just a minute and how transitional this can be. So I'm going to take the wallpaper paste and I'm just going to glop it in to my bucket. And like I said, this can get a little messy. I think I have enough in there. You can get the wallpaper paste at your local hardware store. And I'm just going to add the fabric into the paste. I want to get that paste all over the fabric. I did this at home the other day, and I did it outside because, like I said, it gets a little messy and gloppy and goopy and all those broom lady words. So, I mean, take a look at what I've got here, just a big old mess. But you want to make sure that you coat the entire fabric. That is one thing I learned that is very, very important. So the gloves come in handy because this is messy. So what I want to do, I want to wring out excess glue. Excess wallpaper paste. You know, now that we're doing the wallpaper, the peel and stick that Suzanne Honeymichael talks about, we might have some leftover wallpaper paste. That's what this is, because I'm doing a lot of peel and stick now, wallpaper. So I had a lot of wallpaper paste left over. So I'm done with my bucket. And now what we want to do, we want to incorporate this onto the canvas. And let's stretch this out. And what I want to do, I want to create some ridges and just good texture. It's sticking a little bit to the canvas, so you want to pull it a little bit. I'm creating some lines here, horizontal or vertical, however you initiate your canvas there. But I'm pulling this, and it does get stuck on the canvas because that glue suctions it on there. So I am moving this. You could, if you wanted, do some circles or just make it kind of gloppy. I kind of like the linear. Again, whether horizontal, vertical, however you want to position your fabric. So you'll see what I have there. And then what I want to do, we will turn it upside down, turn it over, and I'm going to pull the fabric back around. Not too tightly, but you want to pull this around. And after we do that, we want to secure this with our staple gun. I know you're thinking, this looks like a mess. What is he doing today? But I'll show you what I have in mind. So after we do this, I can now get rid of these gloves, now that I have the glue all over the place. And you take your staple gun and you just want to go around. I'm not going to staple the whole thing, but you kind of get it. You go all around and you staple this down. And then you let it dry. You let it dry for maybe overnight, maybe a good day, day and a half. I had mine out overnight, and the next morning they were still just a little tacky. But let me show you what I have left here. I took this fabric, and I know white doesn't show really well on the camera, but I took this sheer fabric that had little striations in it, and I created one with that, and that would be this small one that I have here, stapled on the back. I took some silk, some gold silk fabric. It worked really, really well, and so I have one here. And then I took some burlap. Burlap is great because it has great texture. Now, it took a lot more glue because it absorbed that in, and that's what I have here. And let me recommend this to you. If these colors don't work for you, you could spray paint this out after it dries. Take a look at the great texture of this. You could spray paint this out, but you can create a collage with these three. You can see what we have here, but you can create horizontals, verticals. You can do all sorts of things. But consider this, spray paint them out, do something a little modern, or keep them like this traditional. Stay tuned. We'll be back with my guest for the day.
Come on, let's make this moonshine all day. Let's make this
ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion. It's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you. Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Villages at Bordeaux, each townhome invites you to build memories, celebrating life's little moments and big dreams. Thoughtfully crafted by Herbert Homes, your home offers comfort, energy efficiency, and easy access to our event center, Bordeaux Steak and Seafood, I-20, and downtown Thompson. Ready to find your place? Call today to schedule your tour of the Villages at Bordeaux.
I hope you enjoyed the show today. Lily, tell everybody where they can see your artwork.
Well, those particular landscapes are available at Candle Gallery, which is located at 1128 Broad Street. And I also have work at Art on Broad, which is at 1028 Broad Street.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Love it. And Mark, we mentioned Emma's, and you wanted me to make it clear to everybody, Emma's in Thompson is open for breakfast only, not dinner. You know, but Bordeaux Steak and Seafood's there for dinner.
That's right.
So you can spend the day in Thompson and have fun. Hey, I want to talk about a show coming up that I'm going to be presenting on stage, Mike Live at the Miller. I am going to be singing songs that relate to stories of my crazy, crazy life, and then we're going to film the Signature Mike TV show live on stage. So you don't want to miss it. You can go to the Miller box office, call them, you can check them out online, get your tickets, or you can come to my store on Fury's Ferry and buy the tickets as well. Hey, and I have a great giveaway regarding my show. If you go to Facebook, take a look at this grill. It's the X-Fire, the brand new Rectech. You saw Ray Carnes on the show a couple of weeks ago with that. He was so generous in letting us give this away. So you can enter to win this Rectech grill. You need to go to our event Facebook page. And it's Mike Live at the Miller, Signature Mike Live at the Miller, I believe it is. You can go to my personal page and find it, but you go there and you comment and you can see it up there on the screen. But just go there and all you have to do is comment. That's all you have to do and your name will go into a hat and you may win this exciting grill. Thank you for joining us. Catch us on YouTube. You can also catch us here every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 3 o'clock. We'll see you next time on the Signature Mike Show.
All right.